Yeah, we've obviously had a good look at the surface, and we've obviously had a good look at the stats and the history, and according to that, we'll hopefully put out a combination that can, one, go out there and compete, and two, be successful on that in those conditions.
Coach, have you had a look at the wicket, and what do you reckon you need an extra spinner in this condition?
Yeah, again, looking at the history of the ground, some of the numbers that come across is obviously spin dominant. We expect it to turn, and according to that, we'll obviously have to look at the combinations that we come up with. I think we've picked a squad that came out here with an understanding that could be the combinations that we have to go in here with, and we'll put that all in the mix over the next 24 hours, and hopefully we can win the toss as well tomorrow, and it lines up nicely for where we want to try and go over the next 5 days.
What will be your message to the batters on this wicket? Because recently West Indies played a one-day series here where they bowled 50 overs.
Yeah, 100%. I think we're all well aware of that it is going to be a different challenge. And it's just, as Harry's mentioned there, I think it's having that open mind that, conditions, it's not always what the ice, suits. So, whether it's maybe understanding how we can go through those gears a little bit better. I think Bangladesh did that really well in the first test. We bowled really well in that second session. They went back into a third gear and got through that period, and then really, cashed in at the back end. So I think for us, it's having that intent to look to score, being and understanding that it's got to be at different gears, and hopefully the boys can go out there and be productive over the next 5 days.
Coach, as the main coach of Ireland cricket team or any professional sports team, it's one of your jobs to analyze the opposition. So, as Mushfiq, one of the keystone batters in the Bangladesh side, so what is your profiling about Mushfiq? Like how you assess him, his strengths, weaknesses, everything?
Yeah, look, the Bangladesh side has grown over a period of time. They've obviously had a bit of a transition, and they've got some quality players that's grown into their roles over a period of time. And Mushfiq has obviously been one of those players. His ability to bat in these subcontinental conditions, his ability to play spin is something that we've looked at as a squad, and trying to take some learnings from that. And I think it's also, like Harry said, it's obviously a great achievement to play 100 test matches, and congratulations to him for that.
According to you, what is his strongest area of batsmanship?
Say again?
According to you, what is his strongest area of batsmanship?
Yeah, probably the way that he plays spin, his ability to sweep, use his feet. I think an attribute from the Bangladesh side is their ability to really use the crease, the depth of the crease. They move their feet really, really well, and from our perspective, our players don't necessarily grow up playing spin. So, just trying to pick up some of those nuances and being able to then go and practice them, and hopefully we can see some of that in the next 5 days.
Is there an opportunity to catch them napping because they're celebrating big achievement?
Hope so, yes. Look, we're preparing the same way that we always do. It doesn't matter who we play. You've heard Harry speak there about trying to level the series. We go into it with the same mindset, and no different into this next 5 days.
So Mirpur wicket is a traditionally very turning wicket. The team likes to score fast, and ahead you have T20 series coming up in Chittagong. So are you going to score more and score quickly?
Yeah, look, I guess the conditions a lot of the time dictates the scoring rate. And again, you saw in the second innings in Sylhet, we adapted accordingly. And then hopefully we can try and do that again here. Don't think it's got too much to do with the T20 series. We've got 7 or so players coming in for the T20 series, so it's 2 different squads. And again, hopefully the lads that are out here for the Red Bull stuff get out there and adapt accordingly, and then find that tempo that suits us to do the next 5 days.